Hi, hello friends. Welcome to my channel SAP SD and ABAP League Support. So there is a request from business that they want to create the debit memo request with reference to an F2 billing document in a mass. How can they do that? See, if they have an example for one or two F2 documents, they can simply go to VA01 and by entering that reference billing document number and the sales document type, that is DR, then they can create one by one. They can do it for two, three, four, five debit memo requesters. If they want to do it for 100 plus documents, it will be a time consuming and it's very burden for them, business users. To avoid that, we are developing one new output type, that is special function. Okay, so before that, let's understand why business wants to do like this. What's the need for them to create date memo request with reference to F2 billing document? Okay, so if I give an example for this real-time example, the price has been set up in the system, in the production system, and the invoicing job runs. It created invoices successfully with the current price setup. It happens for 1 or 2 days like this. All the invoices been created. Later realized that the price mentioned in the F2 document is incorrect. Okay, that means the pricing team who maintains the condition records and production have wrongly maintained the price. Okay, so they have given the wrong price in the pricing information. So according to the wrong price, system created several invoices. Correct. That's the one reason why they want to create the debit memo request. Wrong price means the low price in the F2 invoice. Now they want to create one date memo request without delivering anything. Just date memo request, then debit memo. So this time, without delivery, they are going to retrieve the balance amount from the customer. For example, instead of 100 euros, the pricing records maintained for 90 euros. Several F2 invoice has been created. Now we need to retrieve 10 euros still from the customer. Correct? So to do this, there are two ways are available. One is either they can cancel that F2 invoice and recreate that. So during recreation time, the new price will pick up. Another way is that we can create the date memo request with reference to that F2 document, and in the F2 in the date memo request, the correct price will be picked up. This is the one scenario why we need this enhancement. Second scenario is that we are developing so many custom logic in system, right? In any cases, if system determines the wrong price, okay, if system determines the wrong price, then wrong price, how system determines wrong price means based on the pricing data only. So due to some internal bug in the existing code, system determined wrongly the wrong pricing date. In this case also, this issue might occurs. Correct. So in case of these scenarios, we need to create the debit memo request. If one or two means, that's fine, no problem at all. If several multiple are there, multiple transactions F2s are there, hundreds, 200, 300 F2 invoice documents are there, and we can't create one by one for them, right? That's why we have this functionality. So this is the problem statement. This is the need. Due to these two requirements only, we have this RITM enhancement developed, right? So what we are going to do now, we are going to develop one new custom output type, which is an medium 8, that is special function. Then we need to develop one special function program. In that program, we need to add the relevant logic to create one debit memo request with reference to the F2 document. This is the requirement. Okay. So basically, let me log in first. So if you think about the manual scenario, so what we will do in manually, if I want to create debit memo request, right? I will go to V01. I will enter that document type DR and create with reference, and F2 billing document, enter it in the under the billing document tab, then click copy. That's it, right? Two things I did. What I did, I entered that document type DR, then I have given that reference F2 document, then I click enter, it came inside, right? Now I need to enter the reason for this transaction. So order reason needs to be entered here. Like I will mention like you see, you see this one difference 200 price difference. The price was too low in the F2 invoice. That's why we are creating this get more request. Then I will save this. So three steps we have followed now. That is, we have given the document type DR, we have given that reference billing document number, and in the order screen we have updated the order reason. So these three steps, these three input that we need to provide to create the debit memo request. Same logic, okay? Whatever we did manually, same logic we should write in the special function program as well. No difference in that logic, same logic only. Okay, let me show you. So what I will do, I will try to assign output type now. So z.d0, repeat output. Remember that if you mention send with, okay, if I mention 4 here now, if I mention 4 and if I save this one means I will get a locking issue. The output failed due to the locking issue. If you see here, one second, where is that? This one, right? So basically, we will get the locking issue. We have some other issues here. That's fine, but we'll get the locking issue because we are asking the output to that one F2 invoice. For the same F2 invoice as a reference, we need to create the debit memo request, right? The definitely will get the locking issue. Object is currently locked by something. We'll get that issue, right? To avoid that, what we need to do, we need to do in the dispatch time. Either it should be set as 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, if you set 1 means, then we need to run the report rs nast 00. Let me go to sc 38 rs nast 00. So this report T code is used to process the output types which has the dispatch time as 1. 2 also we need to use the same report. If it's 3 means, then we should run that T code VF 31. The report for this is that the program is SD 70 AV 3A. This is the report. VF31, both are same only. So we need to run this, we need to schedule this report as a background job. This will take care of that processing the output which has the dispatch time as 3, right? So I will make it as a 1 as of now and I will save this one. If I open and see, the output still in yellow status only. You see it's yellow. This is waiting for the report RS NAST 00 should be run to make it as a green or red. It will make it successful or it make it fail. Depends on the other scenarios, right? Okay, now what I will do, I will try to debug and show you how the logic has been added here. I will debug it and I will show you how it works. Okay, so now what I will do, I will go to RSS00, execute here and mention output application as a V3. V3 means billing document output. V1 means order. V2 means shipment or delivery. Output type is ZRD0 and transition medium is 8. And if I execute, the breakpoint will trigger in the background. You see, session 2 connected to the debugger. Now we will see the step by step, right? So what we did in VS01 first, we have entered the sales document type DR. Same thing we need to do in the code level also. But we can't directly enter the sales document type as DR. We can't hard code. We can't do hard code. It's not recommended actually. So we should save it in the TVARVC variable. You see, there's one table called TVARVC. Okay, let me show you that what I mean. I'll go to the T code STVARV and select options. You see here, I have created two TVARVC variable. The first one is a Z customer. If I open this means, you see, I have declared two customers. Both are same only, sold to and shipped to. So SP means sold to, we know that. SH means shipped to, we know that. But during the in the code level, we can't mention SP or SH. That is external data, external format data. In internal format data, that should be given in the internal format only. If you give external format, system won't understand that. That's why SP equal to AG in this internal conversion value and WE means SH. We are giving the internal format partner function here, AG and WE. This is the first TVRUC variable and second is that Z sale SA. So here I am specifying the document type DR and upper limit as sales area. The first one is sales organization, KRI is a sales organization, K8 is a distribution channel, again K8 is a division. So this is an optional only. So what we did in the initial screen VS01, document type we entered DR, billing document, then order is only. These three we entered, right? So sales area is not required. It is optional only. You can add it or leave it as it is. But I have added as of now. Okay, this is one thing. Let's go to the debugger. System retrieved. You see LC name one means Z customer. LC name two means Z sales area. You see this is what done in the code level. So what it is doing, system splitting that sales area into these variables. So VKO is the sales arc and BTW is that distribution channel and SPART is the division. Then what we're doing, we're assigning the sales document type to the structure field DOC underscore type. Currently it is blank. If I click F5, you see it is getting updated as a DR. So we are populating the data. Then we're asking the sales area here and order region. See, we are into the order region as well. Okay, once that is done, then we need to enter the reference document number for which F2 billing document we are going to create the debit memo request, right? That's why we are calling the VBRK table by passing the WebLAN and VBTOP. So VBTOP is nothing but document category. For F2, it is capital M. Then we are getting all the data here, item data. So this is also optional. You can leave it or you can keep it as it is. Then we are populating the data. If everything is done, then we are calling the function model SD sales document create. This is the important function model. You just keep this in your mind. With help of this function model only, we are trying to create the debit memo request for that F2 document. So basically, it was implemented successfully in my ECC system only, but currently this is an S1 system. I'm using sandbox system S1 now only. In ECC, this is working fine, no issues at all. But in S4 we are getting some issues here. Anyways, the functionality, the code, everything same only. So what it is saying here is that it is saying that in TVAK table, the sales document type D are not available, but it's very much available, right? If I go to SC Indian and TVAK, if I give that document type as a DR execute, you see I am getting the entry here. I don't know why system saying that there is no entry in this table. That's why it is failed. But that's okay. This is how it works. And if I open that invoice, you see the same message like sales document type not determined, not defined or determined. You see the processing log, it is saying that sales document type DR is not defined. It's not defined. It is which is completely wrong, right? Fine. This we can debug later. But this is how it works. Remember that business won't assign this output default. It is available in the pricing procedure, output procedure, but they will assign it whenever they need. If they assign it, if they maintain conditional class for the output type means, then every time it will trigger. Every time that output will be triggered and assigned to the F2, it will create date memo request, which is not, which is what we don't require. What we need, we can assign this whenever we need it. Correct. And one more problem here is that if 100 plus F2 documents are there, then we can't assign for 100 of the documents one by one. VF02 go to header outputs. We can't assign 100 times like this, right? This is also time consuming. That's what I have mentioned here. Business can simply assign the output type to F2 invoice, then it will create DMR. How can we assign for 100 documents? Is again it's a big burden for business, right? To avoid that, there is one more RITM enhancement has been developed that we can discuss later next class, like how to assign output type, particular output type minimum mass to the invoices. Okay, this requirement lead to second requirement, that is output assignment to the invoice. First requirement is to create one new output type, special function output type, assign to the F2 output procedure. That's the first requirement. Second requirement here is that need to develop a custom report to assign the output type to the relevant F2 invoice. This is the second step that we need to follow. And I have mentioned here that new output tab ZRD0 is specific special function medium is 8 has been created, and okay, this is not required. Okay, I will remove this one. So condition not required. So logic is as follows: in the TVS variable, we will be maintaining the sold to ship to sales area sales document type. Okay. Then finally, we are calling this function model SD sales document underscore create. So with the help of this function model, assign the we can create the debit memo request. So remember these two statements, these two reasons for this enhancement. And in next session, we'll discuss about how to assign the output types to the multiple invoices in a mass in one shot. Okay, friends, that's it from this video today. We'll catch up in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.